Evidently, I am running in a fun shoe. Today I am reviewing the Arc'teryx Norvan LD 4. This is a awesome shoe, and I've got some pretty positive things to share. I'll tell you this, if I had to pick one shoe, only one trail shoe to run in, to do everything in, this would be it. Hey, if you're new here, please consider subscribing, give the video a thumbs up, and drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this shoe. Is it one that you're considering? Have you bought it? Let me know. I think this is an overlooked shoe and one that you should absolutely consider buying for yourself. I've loved running in this shoe. But first, a few logistical things. Arc'teryx did send me this shoe for the purpose of review, but know that all thoughts and opinions are strictly my own. I'm also enjoying running in the Norvan insulated pants. Perfect for kind of a colder, 20 degree, 25 degree Fahrenheit temperature morning, although with the sun up, it's starting to warm up and feeling really good. I've got an Arc'teryx affiliate link down in the pinned comment or the description below, so definitely use that if you're gonna look to buy any of your gear. It doesn't cost you anything extra and it gives me a little kickback. Also consider joining the channel membership. Jen, if you're watching, I just met you on the trail back there. It was great to meet you. I hope your training is going well. Thanks for saying hi. All right, so now moving on with the review. I'm gonna be talking about a few things. I'm gonna be talking about the overall build quality of the Norvan LD4, the performance and the value. But first, voiceover Chad, why don't you share a little bit about some of the specs and features of the shoe?
Arc'teryx states, the long-distance shoe designed to adapt to all your training and adventure runs over mud, roots, and rocks. The spacious forefoot and secure mid-fit hold deliver comfort and stability. The mud-releasing lug pattern gives you the control to rip and grip across any terrain. And the durable upper and Vibram Mega Grip outsole stand up to unforgiving rocks and soft trails. As for some of those specs and features, you get a two-woven PFAS-free upper material for flex, breathability, and abrasion resistance, TPU overlays for added durability and protection, underlays, which are inside the shoe, provide additional security and durability, a gusseted flat knit tongue, lace garage allows the laces to be tucked away, 45C dual density midsole, 25 millimeters of heel stack and 19 millimeters of toe stack, but the shoe feels a bit higher or more stacked than that. 6 millimeter drop, a Vibram Mega Grip light base outsole with 4 millimeter lugs, weighing in at 270 grams or 9.5 ounces, and a US MSRP of $170. I should also mention that all the B-roll footage was recorded after this run, so you're seeing the shoe in its true and current state. Chad, back over to you.
All right, I gotta run up to the top of that ridge line, so let's make our way up there, and then I'll talk a little bit about the build quality and the comfort of the shoe. Making our way up to the top. So I don't feel like Arc'teryx shortchanged you anywhere when it comes to the build quality in this shoe. They used premium materials that I really like. Some of the things that I like about the build include the upper material. It's just really strong, just a good mesh. And then on the inside of the shoe, I call them underlays. It's kind of like an overlay, but it's an additional piece of fabric or some sort of material on the inside of the shoe that adds some extra structure, some support, and durability. And those underlays are designed in a way that still allow the upper to move with your foot, but it also provides just a really good wrap around your foot, helping to hold it securely and comfortably in place. I also really like the gusseted tongue. It just kind of fits around your foot, kind of like a sock. The laces lay nice and even distributed across the top of your foot. There's no pinching or hot spots. In fact, nowhere in the entire shoe have I felt any pinching or hot spots or rubbing or discomfort. Never experienced any numbness. I just really like that overall fit in the shoe. It kind of fits like the La Sportiva Prodigio or the Mero Agility Peak 5. It's not quite as narrow fitting as the Salomon Genesis. I have a little bit more width than that. The length of the shoe is perfect. Fits true to size. No need to size up or down. There's a person back there just talking to you guys. It's probably wondering what the heck I'm doing. Another thing that I really like about the build is the TPU overlays. You've got some really good overlays across the toe box, and then those overlays extend along the sides of the shoe, right above the midsole and around the back, offering some really good support in the heel. There's some good structure back there, and not a lot of padding, but sufficient padding that just feels comfortable, feels secure. Really like the materials as well. High quality, premium materials, and all put together in a package that's just really nice around and across the foot. Moving down the shoe to that midsole, I don't know what it's made out of. It feels like a Piva blend. It is comfortable enough on the trails, but also very responsive. Honestly, it's just fine on the trails. It's not the softest or most plush of midsoles, but it still feels really nice. In fact, I mentioned it before, I would use this shoe for all of my trail runs, from just your regular everyday runs to maybe the occasional speed workout to an ultra. I would run 100 miles in this shoe and be perfectly content and happy with it. I've ran in this shoe quite a few times. I've really been enjoying the experience and my time in the shoe, and I don't feel like that midsole is going to go flat on you premature. I think it's going to last the life of the shoe as well. Now, they advertise 25 millimeters of heel stack with that 6 millimeter drop, so not the most stack compared to today's standards. It definitely feels like you get more than the 25 millimeters. It feels like you get closer to 32 millimeters of stack, and so maybe they're not including the insole or the lug depth in that stack heights. With that said, it offers enough protection underfoot, plus that full outsole rubber. I can feel the ground, I can get feedback from the ground, but it's never been uncomfortable. It just gives me really good feedback, which I appreciate, especially in conditions like this when it's pretty rocky. I need to be able to feel what's going on underfoot so that I can adjust and adapt accordingly, but also not roll an ankle. And lastly, that outsole rubber. Yes, a full spread of Vibram Mega Grip light base outsole with those 4 millimeter lugs. Awesome, outstanding grip. And since it's a light base material, it's 30% lighter than their typical Mega Grip outsole. Honestly, it just instills so much confidence on the rocks and the trails. I do not worry about grip at all in this shoe. It's outstanding. So build quality, I'm gonna give it a 9.5, maybe a 10 out of 10. Comfort, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 as well. Good job, Arc'teryx. All right, we just came down from the ridge up there, came down there. Now we're gonna be running along this downhill stretch. So I think I'm gonna pick up the pace just for this little stretch, do a little interval. Let's do this. Nothing like a little 5:30 pace on the trails. Oh, my nose is running. Okay, let's talk about performance. Morning, everyone.
Morning.
So if you haven't already gathered, the performance of the Arc'teryx Norvan LD 4 is outstanding. I've really enjoyed my experience in the shoe, and this is the type of shoe that for me really encourages me. And maybe that's the word of the day, encourage, because it encourages me to go out and enjoy the miles, to go enjoy the trails. I've looked forward to grabbing this shoe and running in it every single time. I'm a little bit sad because I have other shoes to review and all I want to do is continue running in this shoe. The shoe doesn't weigh a whole lot, 270-ish grams, so it's light enough to feel lightweight underfoot, and it does feel lightweight, but I also don't feel like Arc'teryx went skimpy on the performance of the build. They just used good quality materials that perform well. Lockdown fit is amazing. You don't have to over tighten the laces at all. You can tuck the laces in that lace garage right at the top of the tongue, which helps keep them out of the way. It also helps keep them tied. That tongue is fully gusseted, so it's not gonna move around on you. The shoe breathes fairly well, but just thinking about the shoe as a whole, one of the things that I've really liked about it is that it's quite a universal shoe. I can run fast if I want. I can run long. I can run short, I can run over technical terrain, I can run on gravel roads like this, I can run on technical trails like what you saw before. This is a do-it-all trail runner shoe, and it's one that I also wouldn't hesitate to run an ultra race in. I would do a 50-mile, 100-mile ultra in these shoes without hesitation. That midsole is not the plushest or the softest on the market, but I don't feel like that's needed on the trails. It feels responsive, it feels dynamic, it's very rewarding. And then that outsole grip, the Vibram Mega Grip Light Base is just outstanding. If you're looking for just one shoe to do it all, this is one that I would recommend. And because of that and the things that I've already mentioned, I'm gonna give performance a 9.5, maybe 9.75 out of 10. All right, I can see the parking lot. It's about a quarter mile away. I've descended down off the mountain there. And before I get to the car, I gotta talk about value. The Norvan LD for US MSRP is $170. That is a lot of money to spend. I think that's a competitive price. It puts it in line based on the build quality and the performance that you're getting out of this shoe. It's still a lot of money to spend, but I think it's worth it, especially if you're looking for one trail shoe to do it all. I'm gonna give value maybe an 8 out of 10. That's still pretty solid. If you can get it on sale, yes, absolutely recommend you buy the shoe. Looks like made it to the parking lot. Let's check on the mileage here. 14 miles. Yeah, 14 miles and just over 2,000 feet of ascent. I'll take it. That's not a bad morning and a great way to start the weekend. So there you have it. That is my review in the Arc'teryx Norvan LD 4. I love this shoe. It is such a fun shoe to run in. It's comfortable. It's made really well. Premium materials, and it's a shoe that I would be totally content running every single trail mile in, whether that's just a regular daily run, something a little harder, the ascents, the descents, the rocky terrain, the gravel roads, the ultra racing. I would do all of that in this shoe. It's that good of a shoe, and one that I recommend to you. There you have it. Let me know if you have any thoughts. Drop them down below in the comments. Check out my affiliate links, and I appreciate you being here. This has been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed these miles, as I typically do. So we'll leave this video off as I always do, but I've got a lot more content coming your way. Remember to be consistent, express gratitude, and enjoy every mile, as I certainly did in the Arc'teryx Norvan LD 4 and the Norvan insulated pants. I'll see you on the next one. Bye now.